This is Billy Kennedy, and tonight I'm going to show you some agentic framework skills that I made that are also going to be usable in the IDE. So your average AI IDE also has skills inside of it now. I'm going to test the skills out inside of the IDE, but this is meant for your Claude Code, your Codex, OpenClaw, your agentic frameworks, alright? So without further ado, I'm going to move into the video. So this is Kira, alright? Now I pre-set up the prompts for this demo so we can pretty much get right through it. Let me just switch this model. This project that I have open is actually, it's a drive I set up for doing AI work. It's not an app itself, at least not yet. Alright, so I had another AI generate some images, and we're going to perform some edits with this image skill that I made. Everyone's talking about this ChatGPT Photoshop integration. You know what they don't tell you? That it's cloud-based, it's slow, it's just another subscription. What we got going on here is this is all running locally besides the AI that powers the subscription. You know, the IDE is a subscription model. You got our input here. Sometimes you can get images to open, and we should have a sneaker in here. Okay. On sneaker product. So here's our input and our out. We have your standard backyard selfie, and I'm just looking at this image now. This guy has a very clustered backyard, and it's very dirty. We have a Kaiser selfie in the backyard. Most people would spend 10 minutes in Photoshop masking this. My agent sees the mess, understands it's a headshot, and then executes. Let me go over here and get my prompt. So my prompt is, take a look at the output demo, what I'm showing you over here to show this image, the path. It's a casual backyard photo. Can you convert it into a professional LinkedIn headshot, blur the background, and give it a clean matte gray? And then I'll tell it. And then give me a path to the result. I don't know while it's running. Oh, we're back in Kiro. In VS Code, in the chat, there's a way you could tell it where skills are. I'm trying to see where that would be in Kiro that I made. Yeah, and since I'm a content creator, this whole project is set up. Lost and found, I don't know what the hell that is. But we got log, an IP adapter for Pinterest, video cuts, content, music, different brands, what we got going. Accent skills, they're just tests. Agent brain. Although that agent brain's kind of weak. Got Steam, that's some video games I got going on, video script. Those aren't like code scripts, these are actual videos to produce. Anyway, we should have some results. I'm thinking though, it's going to be in the output demo selfie link. Now, let's see. I don't mind the background, but you didn't really match. You didn't. You kind of. How would you phrase that? You kind of unproportionally scale the subject of the image. Now, what I would really say is, why the F are you doing that? I feel like when you cuss out an AI, listen. Let me redo this properly. This isn't a live test, but still, I want it to be good enough that people see this, want to buy the skill. Yeah, so it has to work. There we are. Can't see me, my arms up, but that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Now, there isn't a matte background. Matte grade, subject and background get the exact same black lift, warm tone, desaturation, vignette. I mean, it's kind of doing that. The crop is definitely proportional. So yeah, even at the very least, this is getting you ready for when you get it in Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if you phrased it better, because these tools, we have to keep in mind is, if you don't use Photoshop, it's going to be really hard to tell an AI exactly what to do for you and what kind of output that you want, if you know what I mean. If you're a pro at Photoshop, this tool, where's my camera? I'm looking at my computer and my camera at the same time. If you're a pro at Photoshop, this tool is going to automate a lot of stuff for you before you even get in Photoshop. All right, and I have a lot of skills like this that I'm getting to showing off. Next, we're going to show a cinematic moody street. Our prompt is going to be, I want this street photo. I selected the wrong spot. I want this street photo at path to look like a scene from a moody drama. Apply a cinematic grade, add some vignette, and give it that 35mm film grain. And then I'll show you what's going in. And this is an AI generative image. All of them should be. The room we haven't shown off yet. The street, the sneaker, the selfie. Like, that's not a real guy. Although it looks like a real shoe. It's not. It's a real brand. It looks like it's showing. Dad's Brew. All right, let's see what it gives us. And we're gonna be working off this image right here. And you check that image. Make damn sure. I went down the wrong pipe. This is where it gets real. The agent isn't just applying a filter, it's masking. It identifies the text to warm tones and crushes the shadows in the background. That's selective editing, local and autonomous. I was telling you about the wrong thing. The LinkedIn test, selective editing, pitch. All right, let's check out what happened here. Street. Yo, that's kind of sick. And of course, a cinematic moody street. You're just telling the AI at this point to apply a cinematic grade with some vignette, make it look 35mm. So you could have your LUT stored on your own system somehow. This is just how I choose to run it. This is mirrored actually. What I'm showing you with the cursor on the left is mirrored, similar to OpenClaw, how it would be set up or whatever. And the reason I did that is because this is where I'm going to run all my brands from and use all my AI tools from, regardless if it's an IDE or an OpenClaw framework, a Claude code, everything I'm going to do from here. So I would store my LUTs in here somewhere, right? More than likely for me, I'll put in content maybe. What are we talking about? LUTs. I didn't put my templates in here yet. How content music right here, like this would probably go within another folder that would be asset. You know what I mean? I do have one more test for you guys. We have a squirrel and etc. path, but the background is distracting. Let me bring it up. Okay, I closed it. It was in demo. Raw. That path actually isn't there. It was in download, so which is a different path. We'll send it and we'll still get our output here. I'll show you that image. Here's the image we're working with. It's just an image I pulled off Google of a squirrel. Probably not the best image. You could have used the AI to upscale it first. It's saying it's a decent resolution. It is for what it is, but I pulled it off Google, so. See, I studied architectural engineering, so I know a little bit about images, pixelation, nature of downloading images off the internet. Even though you're getting a large image, it's not always, the pixels aren't always in the quality. All right, squirrel, dart. This is just a test. What we got going on? RemBG segmented the squirrel, produced a precise alpha mask, feathered, Gaussian blur. I mean, that is true to what it said. I see the Gaussian. Darkened 25% of its original brightness, a 75% reduction using the inverted mask, so no pixels that are 100% background or full darkening pixels near the squirrel's edges or a proportional blend. So there you go. That's that test. Not sure what else to show. It's just what I have for the demo. It lives in your drive, uses your GPU, works while you sleep. If you want an AI that actually does the work instead of just talking about it, welcome to NEPAI or Axon. But I'm going to share this most likely on, it depends where you're watching, right? So if you're watching on my main channel on YouTube, this will be at Billy Kennedy BMX. But then I'm also going to put this on Axon's YouTube. My mic is loose. If you're watching on Facebook, that's where we're going with the name NEPAI. Because we're in Northeast PA at the moment, and we're just using that name to get all the clients, people who potentially live in this area, and they're looking to consult with NEPA. We're trying to build brand identity behind it. So I got a lot of videos to make like this. This is just one skill that I made. What actually happened was I made this app that was just, the app was so sick that it was too intelligent for the time. Like, I don't see people really using an IDE for doing image work. You know what I mean? If you're to text your OpenClaw, that makes more sense, especially if you're out and you send the image, whether it be through your Google Drive or you telegram it through your framework, or even Cloud Code, and say, hey, edit this image. This is the skill. Now, if you are resourceful, you can use these skills within your IDE, because all this really is like a file explorer with an AI chat and a terminal. Which the terminals go for what? Automation. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't have my other screen up. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more skills to show.